Hey there, my name's Niandra, and before I get started, I want to stress that the things I'm going to talk about are rumours. They're not definite for Overwatch 2. That being said, I still think this is interesting enough to do a video on, so let's get started. Okay, so EeveeA made a tweet where she mentions that one of her Mercy suggestions has made its way into Overwatch 2's PvP. The suggestion was that RESURRECT is removed and replaced with an ability called Angelic Blessing. Supposedly the way it works is Angelic Blessing sends a soul to a teammate, in this instance Hanzo. While Hanzo has that soul, he can use it to fly to a teammate once using the interact key. However, that soul will go away on its own after 6 seconds if not used. So essentially you're giving an ally the ability to use Guardian Angel once. This sounds really interesting, but first I want to talk about the implication of removing RESURRECT. I think Res in 5v5 is a precarious thing. I'm very worried that fights in Overwatch 2 are going to turn into, well, the team that loses their tank first just loses the fight, which Res can remedy, but could also potentially become mandatory. In the Overwatch League, the team that gets the first pick wins the fight between 70 and 90% of the time, and while this number doesn't reflect average ranked play, I still think it's pretty notable. This line of logic is why I've always been against removing RESURRECT from Overwatch, even though I recognise that it can be frustrating to play against. The other thing is, when pros tried 5v5 recently, Super mentioned that Mercy was trash because of the whole heroes in combat receive less healing thing. However, Mercy isn't played for her healing and had res available, yet still felt bad, which maybe implies that res in 5v5 isn't as strong as we think. Something I'm just generally kind of worried about for Overwatch 2 is characters losing abilities that make them feel unique or interesting, and just having extra damage or whatever replace it instead. That's not quite the case here since Angelic Blessing sounds very unique, but the unease is still there considering how Mercy and RESURRECT are tied together. But yeah, moving on, Angelic Blessing, aka giving your allies Guardian Angel. So my immediate thought is, will this include all the little GA techs? Because can you imagine giving someone like, I don't know, Cassidy Guardian Angel and then he super jumps to pop a high noon, or like your Anna super jump so she can throw anti-nade over a shield? There's a lot of fun possibilities if you consider super jump. I saw a lot of people on Twitter who weren't happy with this idea, but I think there is huge potential here. It definitely wouldn't be useless like some people are claiming, because giving immobile heroes mobility has proven to be pretty strong in the past. Most players know how valuable high ground is, and this would give easier access. I also imagine it would be a lot of fun if the enemy team is like running dive and you have to watch carefully who the enemy team plans to jump so you can get them repositioned. I also love finding niche interactions, which made me realise this could be used to save allies from environmental deaths, and I think that'd be really great as well. I will say, Angelic Blessing sounds like a pretty skillful ability, and I'm a little worried about using a 20-second cooldown on an ally that could just waste it. Mercy's design has always been very beginner friendly, and I think that aspect of her is one of the biggest reasons she's been such a popular character. However, this ability kinda goes against that in my opinion. My concern is that this ability will make her like Brig, in that high ranked players will talk for hours about how the character is completely busted, while everyone else is like, what do you want about this character isn't even good. So in summary, I actually really like the idea of Angelic Blessing, but I'm not sure if Mercy should be the one to have it, and that I would like to keep RESURRECT if possible. To me, this makes more sense on a new hero instead, but then again, maybe we won't even see this at all. Thanks for watching, let me know in the comments how you feel, and have a nice day.